Hello everyone, Azzapp here. I'm a multi-year, multi-server challenger from Europe West to Korea to Nordic and East to even North America on 150 ping, mostly playing VelKoz. And it's been general consensus between the pros and the analysts that VelKoz has been kind of a bad champion for solo queue.
What I think of VelKoz now? It's pain and suffering. The reason why it's pain to play is because everything else is so easy compared to this.
So the question is, how did I do it? And no, I'm not some sort of a genius player. So how did we do it? In this video, I will give you my best tips on how to approach the game and what is the best mentality to have to optimally improve and increase your win chance. This video is sponsored by Porofessor, and more on them later.
In this chapter, we focus on perception.
First things first, we will go over the perception. I find that most people have very skewed perception about games, which is why we still have early surrenders and quitters mentality. You need to understand that games come in infinite variety, but they still follow certain patterns. If you imagine the normal distribution bell curve of the game difficulty, you will see something like this. In the middle, we have the roughly 50% chance games, which we call coin flips, and the tail ends, you have approaching the 0% chance and the 100% chance to win the game. Those are super rare games which are unimpactable. There's nothing you can do about them. You personally can't win the game, even if you play theoretically flawlessly, or you as an individual cannot win the game, even if you try to lose as hard as possible, go 0-20. What people need to realize that one win value is not the same for all games. If you do manage to turn around a game that looked really dire, it was a low percent chance to win due to your team performance, for example. If you turn this around, you are not getting one win. You are denying one loss and getting a one win, which nets you double the value on the ladder, so you climb twice as quickly. This is the foundation, this is the bedrock of the never FF mentality. The more difficult the game is, the bigger the value of the win. And this is precisely where the difference is made, because a lot of other people would have quit in your position or just gave up. Now, this progress is not even linear. It's actually better than that, because if you are the person that confronts these difficult scenarios, you will get that much better at dealing with them. So you, instead of everyone stagnating, not having experience in these sort of difficult scenarios, you will not only be winning the games in the present that you turn around, maybe a low percent, but over the time that percent will also grow up for you because you have much deeper understanding on how to turn these games around compared to everybody else.
그 벨코즈 장인이야 걔 천점 정말 맞는데 내가.
근데 이 형 멘탈이 좋긴 하던데.
열심히 하던데?
캔윈을 계속 치시던데.
Okay, so now that we know this, what would be the easiest and best way to net wins? What do you think? That's right, it's closing out the games that are already won. It sounds a little bit weird, but if winning a lost game is 2 wins, then vice versa also has to be true, which means losing a won game is 2 losses. We've all felt this at some point in League of Legends, like thinking the game is over, we already calculated in DLP games, we're having fun, we're goofing off, having a bit of fights, just waiting for the game to end, and then, oh no, enemies get one pick, into another pick, then they get a Baron, and all of a sudden their comp clicked some spikes, 3-4 items, they've scaled, and now all of a sudden we can't even 5v5 anymore. It's unplayable, GG, everyone's already mentally shattered. These sort of losses feel completely visceral, and that is for a good reason. These painful moments create a very valuable lesson for us, and same is true for the comeback wins. And life is not found in the mean, it's found in the tail ends. This is where all the stories happen. You remember narratives, you remember the stories, and every good story has adversity and villains, even if it's just you yourself and your own mentality. So using this knowledge, the practical advice would be to close out the games correctly. You want to reduce the volatility, the randomness. If your team plays too aggressive, you should be slowing it down. You will be normalizing it, playing it by the numbers. You will control 60% of the map, suffocate the enemy, slowly capitalize on the objectives, and then close out the game correctly. Get your team over the finish line. This is by far the best way to increase your win rate, actually. Like this, and then turning around and having like this really good mentality, positive outlook, and just trying to get your team to play the game, even if they're giving up, you will be the pillar of the team.
캔윈을 계속 치시던데.
By the way, if you don't believe me, there's a reason why every late game scaling champion has a much higher win rate compared to their relative strength. Okay, let's go over a couple of them. Like if you think about Aurelion Sol, Ryze, Kayle, Sona, all these champions champions have really high win rate compared to their strength. And this phenomenon is precisely caused by the mechanics I just explained. These champions, their win rate is not rooted in the champion's strength. It's actually a meta game exploiting humans' weakness, ego, laziness to correctly close out the game. People are chasing goofy fights, not stacking objectives because it's boring, right? These are the ways that these champions get a lot of win percent. And you will notice a lot of the times with these champions is they will either have really high win rate, which is above 50%, usually in the 51 to 3%, or they will be completely useless. And that's actually true, because if Aurelion Sol has 50% win rate, the champion is so damn bad, it's basically unplayable. Because he wins those, like, when enemies just give you the game, where they actually give you the game. Those are the games that you get to win. It's a very good way to know that this is working. Now, if you're having a problem with the conscientiousness part, thinking about your things constantly, think about different ideas and how to focus. I often found out that back in the day when I was really trying to go pro and get better, I would constantly have to tell myself, okay, what now? What am I looking to do now? I would constantly pose that question and also ask myself, what does the enemy want to do? So that's like the second step. I would be kind of good at things when I focused on them, but I had trouble focusing. So that was one of the catchphrases that really helped me out. And on my old monitor, when I was playing, I only had one monitor back in the day, I would put posted stickers that said like buy words. Every time you leave the base with extra cash, you would buy words. So one cool thing to help you focus consciously would be Porofessor, which is the sponsor of today's video, and it's absolutely free. It's a great tool that teaches you the game and helps you focus on certain aspects. You can look at your own stats, you can compare yourself to other people, you can even look up your own teammates, come up with plans, and practice your pre-lobby mentality, come up with different strategies, ideas, different contingencies for plans if they fail. Let's say if you want to play around your Kog'Maw based on the comp, but your Kog'Maw kind of looks like he's first timing, he doesn't know what he's doing, so sure, you're gonna play theoretically correct, but then modify if you see him completely failing in that game, and then modify the strategy to improve your win chance. That's just a very good outlook on the game. Also allows you to look at different professional player replays, which is incredibly valuable for you to become a better player. So yeah, check out the sponsor in the link in the description below.
You know, it's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Another best thing to do is to recognize forms of tilt. There are two forms of tilt, and one is caused by your own inadequacies, which is the good kind, and one is caused by everything else that is out of your control, which is the bad kind. And it's the bad kind because we can't do anything about it. I don't think he's tilted, guys. I think his cat is walking on his keyboard. Focusing on the latter and things that are beyond our control will only be counterproductive. Whereas the former tilt is the good version because we realize we've done something poorly, that pulls out an emotional reaction from us, which makes us tilt, which is good. Even though tilt will make you play worse, it is a powerful motivator for the future because as long as we are aware of our tilt, take a break, reset a little bit, we will use that emotional response to improve ourselves in the future because we want to avoid that tilt. And eventually we're going to become better by analyzing our games. Okay, let's summarize the best points to improve your win percent and gameplay in a short format, so other people can benefit as well, not just you guys. Game is not over until it's over. Winning a lost game is 2 wins, losing a 1 game is 2 losses. Strategy, not emotion. Only type things that lead towards victory. Either plans or positive encouragement for your teammates. Focus on self. Things that are out of your control shouldn't impact you. It's an impossibility, but a pretty good goal. League is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about your peak performance, it's about the average. Boost the average by fixing the worst points, i.e. make yourself carryable. In a healthy body, healthy mind. Sleep at least 7 hours a day, eat healthy, whatever you do, do it right. Do your best and be passionate. Get hyped, watch better players, appreciate the best plays, and strive for greatness. Always have a conscious plan, and if you're blanking out, come up with a one. Doesn't matter if it's a bad one, bad plan beats no plan. You can't master everything, be aware of your limitations and strengths, focus on your strengths and play to them. Analyze your play, have fun. If there's not fun, then what is the point? Most creative moments happen when you are enjoying what you do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.